Hello everyone, my name is Heather and welcome to the channel Bookables and welcome to one of my favorite videos I like to do every single year, and that is fall reads. Or more particularly in this case, fall romances that you must read during the autumnal months, aka right now. Well, I'm big on seasons, and autumn is my favorite season of all. So much so, I named my own daughter after the season. That's right, her name is Autumn. I love autumn that deeply. So every September, my heart just fills up more. I get happier because fall is here, and I always love reading seasonal reads, whether it be in summer, winter, spring. You get the vibes. Fall is probably my number one, so I have a lot of fall romances that you need to check out if you haven't already so for the autumnal months. I have a lot, as always, so let's get into it. First up, the one I always recommend that I think is probably an underrated one. I found this literally years ago at Target. Sadly, they have had a cover change, which is a insane travesty and just a criminal offense, honestly. But that is The Bake Shop at Pumpkin and Spice, and this is 3 short stories, and this is the cover that I saw in Target, was obsessed with, loved it. Why, oh why did they change the cover to this? I will never know, but either way, the book is super cute. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. A lot of these books are autumnal books. Are they super amazing? No, but if you just want books that give you that cozy, warm vibe set in fall, usually set in a small town, these are the ones for you, okay? I have you covered on that. Are any of these going to be 5 stars? For me, they really weren't, but I still really enjoyed them all because it gave me the autumnal vibes, which I was looking for. Okay. Like I said, this is 3 short stories. This takes place in this small town called Moonbright, Maine, and it's the picture of charm with its piles of crisp leaves, flickering jack-o'-lanterns, and a touch of the sweetest kind of enchantment. So we had 3 short stories. They're all romances. They're all closed doors, so it's not steamy at all, but it's adorable. Is it gonna like knock your socks off? No, but it's fall. It's near Halloween. Small town, you get the vibes, as all of these books I'm going to talk about today. But either way, if you could somehow find a copy with this cover, you will do yourself an amazing favor, but I still recommend the book. And of course, we have everyone always talks about this one, and that is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Lori Gilmore. This is the brand new edition of it. It's the hardback, which I usually only buy like special editions of books that I really love. I don't love this book, but special edition is so fallish, I couldn't not buy it. But either way, like I said, this is the special edition of it. It's hardback. It's got this on the inside, which is adorable. And then look at that. It's got pumpkins all over it. Like, how could I not buy it? Like, literally, I ask you, how could I not buy it? I don't know if you can see, but it's got leaves all over the end pages. It's adorable. So this takes place in a small town called Dream Harbor. And this, if you don't know, this is a whole series. We've got the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, the Cinnamon Bun Bakery, the Christmas Tree Farm, and then she has the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, and she has another one coming out called the Gingerbread Bakery. So you want all the small town feels, Lori Gilmore has got you covered. They're all steamy, I will say. They all take place in small town. This one is about a character named Jeannie who takes over her aunt's Pumpkin Spice Cafe. She meets a guy named Logan who's a local farmer. You get the vibes. Seasonal check, small town check, steamy check, all the vibes check. Then we have a couple of new ones that just came out this year. First of all, If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. I just finished this one. Really enjoyed it. This one takes place in 1997 and it's set in small town Vermont, and it follows Cliff and Michelle. And Michelle just lost her mother recently, and her mom owned this B&B in this small town. I forget the small town, what it's called, but she takes it over even though she's not really hospitable, that's the word, and things like that. Her next door neighbor is Cliff, who is a single dad that has 2 young girls, and basically they become friends and then something more, and it's all about her kind of learning to run the inn, her making friendship. He owns a bakery, and oh my gosh, he is just trying to figure out her favorite pastry. Like, he brings her something like every other day, like a cinnamon roll or baklava or like a muffin. He's just trying to figure out what is her ultimate favorite that she just loves, and I that up. It was super cute. Like I said, it's set in 1997. We have a dog in it that is a lot of the dog in it, named Rocket, who's a border collie right here. And even like the epilogue is from the dog's point of view. Like, it's really cute. I really enjoyed it. It has a playlist in it full of all 90s vibes, which I love. Cranberries, Cardigans, Savage Garden, 6% of the Richer. You get the gist. It was adorable, and you know, it's getting a lot of hype, and I could see why. Then we have one that I am actually currently reading right now during filming, and that is Fall I Want by Lila Parrish. This is one that came out last year on Kindle Unlimited, and it got traditionally published, so it's picked up by Avon, and the cover is everything. The end pages are everything. It's adorable. So this one is a feel-good, spicy, small-town romantic comedy with a billionaire who falls first and fall harder. It even says, grab your pumpkin spice latte, a warm, fuzzy blanket, and make your way down to Cozy Creek. It follows a character named Autumn, my daughter's name, and a character named Zane. And it's cute. I'm not loving it, but again, small town, fits the vibes, all of the things. So a couple that I'm still planning to read that I haven't quite read yet, but I know they're very autumnal based on the covers and the vibes. First up, we have The Heartbreak Hotel by Ellen O'Clover. This, again, is about a character that kind of buys a B&B and she has to run it, and this time she's paired up a lot with the innkeeper, or paired up a lot with the groundskeeper and things like that, and they decide to work on the B&B together. Super cute. I'm hoping to really, really enjoy it, but I still want to talk about it. Also, People Watching by Hannah Bohm-Young. This one, the cover, so fallish. I don't know if the inside matches the cover, but I do know, again, it's small town, about two characters that meet. I want to talk about because it is fallish. I could be biting myself, and I could be really doing a disservice because it could be not fallish at all, but either way, I'm going to talk about it. Another one I always talk about every year is a young adult book, but I think it's required. And that is Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. I love this book. It is a graphic novel, and it follows a character named Deja who works at a pumpkin patch, who works in a pumpkin patch. Only this pumpkin patch is freaking massive. When I say massive, it's got like, it's insane. Like, this is how much it has in it. If you don't want to go to this place, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's got like a corn maze, obviously, a pumpkin patch, obviously. It's got a pumpkin bomb stand, which I'll talk about that in a second. It's got a petting zoo. It's got a train. It's got a s'mores pit. I'm deeply obsessed with s'mores. A haunted hacienda, a pony go-around, a fudge shop. Like, it's like a legit, like, little fall town, okay? But her and her coworker Josie have been working together every single fall forever, but now they're both graduating and going their own ways. Josie wants to find this girl he's always been crushing on, and so Deja's like, I'll help you even though I kind of like you. And you can see where it goes. It takes place in one night. Super cute. Loved it so deeply much. And so this whole book is, the illustrations are so fallish and things like that. They also have this thing called a pumpkin bomb, which I always talk about every year. I've yet to make one, but I will one day. It's vanilla ice cream sandwich between two wedges of pumpkin pie on a stick dipped in chocolate. Yes, all the yes. So this is a super quick read. If you just want fall vibes, beautiful graphic novel, like, read this. It's YA, who cares? You'll love it. Next up, we have Business Casual by B.K. Borison. This is her fourth and final book in her Lovelight Farms, and the most autumnal. So if you don't know, kind of each of her books follow a different season. So the first book is Lovelight Farms, clearly set during Christmas. Perfect holiday romance. Then we have In the Weeds, which is set kind of at the tail end of winter going into the spring. Then we have Mixed Signals, which is set very much in summer, super, super cute. Then we have this one, Business Casual, set in fall. They have a fall fair, all that kind of stuff. So this book follows Nova, who is the sister of the main character in the second book. And we also follow Charlie, who is the brother of the main character in the first book. And basically, they kind of strike up a friends with benefits situation, and you can get how the vibes are going. But either way, they're both like on the committee for the fall festival, and it's just so adorable. I love the series, one of my favorite series of all time. You don't have to read them all together, but I would recommend it. This is just the most fallish one in the bunch, obviously, because it takes place during fall, and I really, really enjoyed it. Next up, we have an underrated one that I read, I want to say last year, I'm not 100%, but I really enjoyed it, and that is Catch and Keep by Erin Hahn. This cover really drew me in, and it really got to me. I think it's because of the characters, honestly. So this book follows a character named Marin who everything's going decent for her, and then her boyfriend proposes to her when he gets promotion over her, even though she was the one trying to get that promotion. He kind of sweeps it under her, and he's like, hey, let's get married. And she's like, no, you told me you were not interested in this promotion. You told me to go for it, and now you're kind of backstabbing me. So she's like, forget this. And so she kind of goes back to her childhood playground in northern Wisconsin near fall. And so there she meets up with her brother's best friend, Josiah, and he is a single dad now, and he's needing some help with the kids. Marin needs a place to stay, and so he rents out one of his like cabins because they live on a lake, and Marin's like a popular fisherman, things like that. Just go with me here. And so she's working on fixing up a place, and it says that things between Marin and Joe are easy. So easy they're fully immersed in the middle before they even decide to begin. It's not a question of should they, but rather can they make it last. And it's all about kind of their friendship turning into relationship. I love this. It has a dog in it. I also loved it deeply because Josiah is a dad of 2 and his daughter is autistic, and they really focus on that, like with her stims and her needs and things like that. And Marin really just wanted to meet his daughter where she was at. She wasn't trying to change her. She was trying to understand her and what kind of makes her happy, what kind of makes her has meltdowns, what are her tics and her stims. And as a parent of an autistic child, that touched me beyond like just so much. So I think that's why I have a really big place in my heart for this book. But either way, it's just a cute, really kind of quiet romance that I adore that does take place in the fall in northern Wisconsin. The next one, the cover got me because again, look at this cover. It's 2 characters making s'mores. I'm deeply obsessed with s'mores. I don't know why, I just am. But either way, this is Unbearably Yours by Elodie Colliard. And I read this last year and really enjoyed it. This is about a character named Charlie who is a journalist. And basically she talks online a lot to this guy named Oliver. And they don't know who each other is. And then they finally do figure it out. But they haven't talked in years. And so now he works at this very touristy town called Pine Falls. And then he learns that there's going to be a documentary about kind of their forest there, and who should become the journalist of that? None other than Charlie. And so they get to meet kind of face to face with talking online the whole time. And basically it's all about a twist of fate. A twist of fate forces these 2 estranged souls to collaborate on the project and put their grudges and wounds aside for the time being. It's all about them. It's like a second chance romance, things like that. They're set in the forest because they're doing a documentary about moon bears, which is a real thing. I did not know, which was just awesome. They do s'mores. It's foresty. I really loved it. Definitely an underrated fall romance for sure. Another one I'm planning to read that I think is going to be kind of the same vein as Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and that is the Honey Crisp Orchard Inn. I mean, like just super similar about a character that inherits, you guessed it, a B&B and things like that happen. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to guess it's going to make me feel kind of the same way as the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. So I thought I would quickly talk about it to let you guys know about it in case you want to read it. I am planning to read it this month. I just haven't quite yet. But either way, I'm hoping to really enjoy it. Then we have the last 2 books that are not really overly fall. They do take place during fall, but I wouldn't say that's like not the main kind of thing about them, but they're still got the fall vibe somewhat. And then we have The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. This is a book, it's interesting. It's kind of a good book to read near Halloween, honestly. It's about a character named Florence who is a ghostwriter for a very popular romance author. But this problem is that she has a bad breakup and she doesn't believe in love anymore. So she's like, how am I supposed to write a romance novel? And then she meets her new editor of kind of these books, and it's this guy, I forget his name, please forgive me, and he's like, look, I don't care that you don't believe in love, like you need to write this book. And she's like, well crap, I'm like, I need some time. And he's like, no time. But then she learns her father has passed away very sadly and very tragically, so she has to go all the way down to where she used to grow up in like a small southern town, and her parents were morticians. They own a funeral parlor and things like that. And also I should mention, Florence can see ghosts. Her dad used to be able to too. So she goes home to the small town where she never felt welcome because of said ghost. And then one day she sees her new editor there as a ghost. He died. And she's like, what? And it's convoluted, but basically all you need to know with Ashley Poston's books, any of her books, they're mainly romance with a dash of kind of magicalness into them. This one, the character sees ghost, and she sees the ghost of like her new boss that she hates, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe she kind of falls in love with a ghost. Spoiler warning, she does. Either way, it's set in fall, super cute. It does emotional because she lost her dad, but I still really enjoyed it. And the last one is Better Hate Than Never by Chloe Leese. Again, the cover, chef's kiss, amazing. So this one is about a character named Katerina and Christopher who basically grew up together, but they hate each other. And then one night she kind of drunkenly says that she knows that he hates her, and he's like, I don't hate you. So the whole book is about him trying to get her to not hate him, to prove that he's never hated her, that he's always kind of maybe had feelings for her. In this book, she goes to the cafe a lot and always is getting like pumpkin bread or a pumpkin latte and things like that. It's set in fall. It's not overly fall, but it's still fall enough that I think I could recommend it and feel good about it. So I don't know if I gave you fall romance recommendations, but I feel like I did. Hopefully I can set your TBR up with some seasonal reads and you'll really enjoy them, and I really enjoy them all. Honestly, myself, I'm a big seasonal reader. We all know this. If you have some favorite kind of fallish romances, please let me know, because your girl is always, and I mean always, on the hunt for them. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.